Hi guys, today I bring a new video for you guys to find out how to do a CRB check for the PCO or PHV license. Let's do it step by step. Anyone who applied first time for the PCO license or existing applicant, they have to do the CRB checks, and TFL has their own awarding body and from where you need to do it. This is the first advantage online disclosure. Okay, so the pin number basically everyone getting with the application form, and is the same code 104173. And if you have an account you can get sign in. If you don't have an account you need to register with the first advantage online disclosure. So you need to create your own account, and then you need to put the pin number, and after the pin number you need to put the email address and the passwords. They're going to give you the access. Basically the pin number is the uh, see here need to how to need to if you don't have the sign in information they need to register it. For the registration is a simple process. They will ask you your name and your email address when you sign up. So after the sign up you will get access to start the application form. Read carefully all the detail is given in the side, so it will be helpful for you when you do. And the all stages, there is some stages involved to complete the application forms. Okay, so the first stage is the application, second is the verification, then is payment, and then submissions. So the payment you need to do via the post office. Like earlier I mentioned, if you do not have the account, so you need to register it. When you register it, so you just need to create the password. When you created the password, or there no, it's not pin number. The pin number is a TPH CRB. So is everyone getting the same one? And when you complete this process, after this one, basically start the application forms. So here we go. We got the now application form. So before you begin, you need to read, and it's gonna take at least 4 to 5 minutes to complete the application forms. But you need to be have all the detail like a national insurance number, valid driving license, passport, and one bill from the council tax or from anything like your bank statement. So thus you need to provide him and read all the statement of the fair processings. So if you admit this one, okay, I will obliged to follow the all instructions. Yes, I confirm, then you can proceed with the applications. Okay, here you go. Is the first stage of the application about you, and about you, you will ask you very simple questions: male, female, first name, second name, and surname. Here exactly is the main point. You need to remember it. If you have a three names like a middle name, you must mention it. Yes, I have the middle name. You need to write down. Otherwise, when you put the license number, it's not gonna accept the license number. It's gonna give you the error. So make sure it. If you have a three names, you must mention the middle name, and write down all the detail there. So when you fill up all the detail, specifically here you can see is the tile, select first name, second name, and the second option is mentioned here. Do you have the third middle name? And you please make sure that you provide the middle name, otherwise your license is gonna give you the errors. And they asking you the birth country. If you are British, you're gonna put the British. If you're not British, you're gonna put the where whatever is your country. So you can write down your city and country, and the email address I had in my one. So but you can put your email address, and then they will ask you your last 5 year residential history, and this is very important. Until you do not provide, the application is not going to go further ahead. So you need to provide 5 year like where you lived. So you need to provide the 5 year history, residence history basically. So step by step follow it, like where you're living, start from the recent time, and then go ahead till to the last 5 years. When you complete the with the applicant like your history, resident history, then you can move on to the next stage, and the choose until no allowing you until you complete the residence status for the 5 years. So if we proceed to the step 3, they will ask you regarding why you apply for the application forms. So here you can see you need to select. So select is already selected because it is being providing by the TFL. So it's only showing here, private hire driver, because you put the the pin number and the secret word. So that's why I'm showing here. So here you need to again select the country where you born from. Okay, if you select British passport, you need to show him here the British passport. If you don't have the British passport, then please must check the biometric immigration status one and provide they will ask you the valid form, the date for the valid form, and the biometric resident card permanent number. And there's you need one identity document from there, and the second document you need to provide the driving license. And the driving license, like earlier I mentioned, if you have a three name, please make sure that you mention I have a middle name, otherwise it's not going to accept it, and they're going to give you the system going to give you the errors. So you make sure you get the one priority documents, and then you need to make sure you get the one document from the driving license. So here till to now you go choose the two documents. When you choose two documents, you need to go to the group 2. So the group 2 you need to provide the one documents. If the group 2, if you have a birth certificate from the UK, you can provide. If you have marriage civil certificate, you can provide. And you have any letter from the HM forces, you can provide valid form license, anything from the first group. And the second group, there's an easy one, the bank statement. But make sure that the bank statement, they will ask you the issue date, and the issue date you need to be write down accurately, otherwise the post office is going to send you back. So make sure that you write down the date. Here I choose the bank statement. When I choose the bank statement, I took off all of them. So altogether you need the 3 documents. So 2 of them I choose, one resident permit, one like a driving license, just for you guys to understand how it's gonna work. And the third one I put the bank statement. So when you choose 3 of them, so I'm doing for someone now CRB, so that's why I putting his detail and he's applying it. So when now you put the whole application into process, proceed to the step 4. So after the 4, they will ask you what preferences you need to must click on the email, otherwise you're gonna miss the reference number. Because when you're going to apply for the PCO application form, they will send you via email the reference number. Otherwise, if you do not click on it, you will miss it here, and you will do not get any reference number from the CRB. And this reference number is very important, you need to put on the application form. So that's why you're doing the this check. And when you complete the CRB check, here is now mostly is clear. Now if you have any convention, you can have mention. If you don't have a convention, you say now you can follow the confirmation when submit the application. When you submit the application, you need to go through all the details. You see is mentioned like your bank statement, passport, and the UK valid driving license. Then you need to click on the print documents selection. Basically when you print it, so you will get the one page, and this page you need to take to the post office. When you go to the post office, the same document you mentioned and the process, now you need to take it there original form like documents like your passport, bank statement, plus I mentioned driving license. So when you go there, they will charge you some money, and they will check and send services. And after that one, you will submit your application to the CRB application. CRB, they mention this one, the first advantage one, online disclosure. And after I think 7 days, you will receive the confirmation of email, which is clearly mentioned your reference number, and that reference number you can put on the application form. So that is for you today and to understand. And after the print out, I mentioned you will get like this one page, and this one page, make sure the date you mention is clearly the same what is in the documents. If you done any mistake on the date, the post office guy will go back and amend the application and print out and bring it back. So make sure that you put the right detail there. If you need any further information regarding Zero test or topographical test, you can keep in touch with us. And the Zero application form, I have a website, is a complete package where you can do the course for yourself. And it is very interesting for everyone who can update their skills. Because if you're going to apply for the PCO license, you have to do the Zero test. And serious test, you need to do some practice and mock tests, and where you can speed up your process and pass the Zero test in the first step. So visit this please. And the Zero test website is www.zeroonlinetest.co.uk. Even I will be mentioned in the descriptions. and hopefully it will help you when you apply for the first time application. If someone renewing their license, if they do not holding any zero test, they still need to pass the zero test. So that package is not that much expensive, so you can buy it and you can visit on the same YouTube channel. You can find out there's a many videos available for a free to understand how the suit is going to work. Thank you for watching, and any comments please must do comments on it. If I need improvement, please mention. I'll try my best to improve my videos to help you out. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and have a lovely day.